running time is supposed to be 12, but then this morning we're doing up to 11. But kicking off today's edition, some of the hottest stories. And hey, let me big up Mr. Robert Klein and the entire TGMA team, because tonight TGMA nominees announcement is going down. And where's the venue again?
It'll be Ghana Arena.
Ghana Arena. That'll be where they will do.
Oh,
okay.
Make a check.
I don't know your expectations for tonight's nominees announcement and certain categories, but I'm starting free studio. I say let's quickly run through.
Yeah, Grand Arena.
Grand Arena.
Yeah.
Okay, and the time is what?
7:30.
7:30. Okay, great. So 7:30 Grand Arena TGMA nominees announcement night. Some of the categories that I'm super excited about. In fact, I've been excited about this for 2 years running. Is the best new artist of the year category. And during the week, we had B Straps coming into the studio, and he's saying that one of the categories that Onu Felisa is sure banker win for him has to be best new artist of the year category. And I also second. In fact, I don't second. I third. I fourth. I fifth. I sixth. Just me 2 million times, because I don't know any artist the year and the review that can give B-Strap a good run for his money for the best new artist of the year category. I stand to be corrected. Say Edemuni Mobia, best new artist of the year, who can give B-Strap a good run for his money, and let me know. You get some for there?
I'm on Fambra comment session.
You get some for there?
I'm on Fambra comment session.
Now I'm said, do you know any artist, or do you also support that he's the best new artist of the year before we even kickstart the TGMA?
It be like Kojo Black too falls in that category, because.
But I under review, not Kojo Black.
No, excellence.
No.
Yeah, but.
Excellent by
December 2024.
No, but that year under review, that the song, nobody knew the song. So
the song started picking in December.
That year under review, nobody knew that guy.
But
best actor, or you count
no,
the best.
You didn't listen to me.
I'm saying, that year under review, the song did not even pick.
What's
so
it,
that
what's
year
it,
under review,
what's it,
it's not even a contender.
Did you hear what I said?
Yes.
What did I say?
We said Kojo Black, and then the song was really excellent.
But what did I say?
Sorry.
what did I say? What did I say?
But to me,
you see, I say Kojo Black, so I fall into that category. That's what I say.
I say.
How are you sure?
Ain't Michelle?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Relax.
But the artist for best new artist of the year category.
B-Strap. B-Strap,
KOTM, king of the moment.
You know, for over the period in terms of the artistry, because when it's about new artists of the year, we look at the artistry. I mean, how the youngins have accepted him is very interesting. And even if he goes on stages, I mean, the way the crowd pull out for him, the kind of collaborations he's been able to, achieve over a very short period is quite intriguing. I mean, there was a time I remember I was with someone and a media person asked, who is this B-Strap that everybody is talking about? I'm like, Charlie, guy, I say, or they are doing a real system anymore. Like, his name is everywhere. In Yomabia, it has to take a lot of artists to achieve over a period of time. It's like he's gotten it within a very short time, which for me is good for him. And
within a short time, because he's been around since
2018.
I'm quite surprised.
Yes, every artist will be around for somewhere, but it will take some time before for those things. Yeah, so that one there, it's normal. I mean, it's normal. DJ Slim. Do you know the number of years? Brouhaha answer. Do baby answer. Person chasing. Obia season. Now season him by. I said she born kakransa. There be Missy mention my name is
go and mention my name is Sunyani right now if they don't give you food. You get a woman and food at the same time if you mention my name is Sunyani.
I mean, the second person there, I don't like buy food and prepare.
Oh, okay. Carry on.
You know, so for me, I think that he's really done interestingly well in the year under review, and I'll not be surprised if he comes up atop. I mean, as carrying the ultimate in the category. So,
but who are some of the artists that we can even see in this category? It's becoming, I think, best new artist of the year this year.
I am so obvious, eh?
And even contenders for the category, Krano, I don't know. Maybe we can have the J in there.
Was it in last? Didn't he do it last year?
No, last
this
year.
Okay,
yeah.
The J.
Yeah,
is this year.
Yeah, he falls in the category.
Last year, we got nomination. No. He's not been introduced to the scheme before.
No, I don't think Ara has been introduced to the scheme.
Then I think that
producers kindly check for on this one for me. If Ara the J has been nominated in the TGMAs before, if he's got any nomination, I don't think so.
Then it's clear that he's going to have it with Ara the J. Ara the J too has really had some good associations, brand association, and been able to grace some stages. And I think that he's getting close to that light. I mean, if you look at what Beats Trap has been able to achieve within that space of time. I mean, he's also somebody who it's like the grace has fallen on him, and doors are being open for him among others. So for RDJ, I think that he will be a good contender for Beat, but it looks like Beat is very. He has high audience acceptance among the Gen Zs, and I mean, in terms of, the aura around his artistry, he has more. I mean, in terms of pushing forward, but Ara will give him a good chase. If you look at things.
Well, Ara the J also has a song, the remix version of Second Coming with Black Sheriff. And I think that song also might also fall in the collaboration of the year category. He's not been nominated before, so he's new to the scheme. So I think he'll fall under the best new artist of the year category. But there are categories, the big 5 categories, the showstoppers that have been. These categories are known as the big ones. And that includes Record of the Year, Album of the Year, Telecel Most Popular Song of the Year, New Artist of the Year, and Artist of the Year. For Artist of the Year, this year,
this year, I'm coming on. The way they talk this year.
Tilly, what are you proposing your minimums for?
About me, I saw through that medicine I gave you. I feel like
What are you proposing your minimum for?
The sore throat medicine about me I gave me. That is now that it has kicked in after so many years. Yeah, that's why I'm proposing my minimum.
Okay.
Now you people America, the agenda you people push, I know they hear, but
why?
Man is not God.
Why?
Oh, let's wait for the nominations to come out. Once they are out, we'll talk about this.
What's the America agenda? What agenda?
It started with Ocha. Is it Ocha Kwame? And we know where the hand is pointing, but we won't say anything. And then you too, you have been on this thing for quite a while. And I keep paluta.
No. Most of the time when you hear me talk about Kimpaluta, it has to be some of the misconception around him. Number one would be in recent
misconception.
times. Yeah, misconception.
Why are you saying?
Oh. So there was this video that I chanced upon on social media, and you were there when former Deputy Minister for Tourism and Creative Arts, that's Honorable our very own. Okeoku.
Oh, okay, Mark.
And Mark was on Peace and was saying some stuff about Paluta's song Makuma, and he got it wrong.
Address the misconception.
I have to address it. It's a wrong mistake error. It's a wrong mistake error, and
which is a duplication.
Yes. Which we need to. Some of us, I will see a better correcting. So it's not like I'm pushing an agenda for Paluta.
Oh,
although I feel
that one they said a different matter. And I said that one you were addressing an issue, but we can't artist of the year, no.
Yeah, so
it's not the first time you are saying it. You know that's right.
No, Tilly. People are listening to us this morning. They might put me in a certain bracket.
Oh, but no. But the truth of the matter is, you are not wrong.
Yes. I believe he's a strong contender
Exactly.
for the Artist of the Year category.
Yeah,
he's a strong contender. He's addressed that in several interviews. I think I chanced upon a couple of them, where he made mention of the fact that he's been on more shows than most of the artists that people think should be in the category. He's done more by putting Ghana on the map. So
I understand you. You're actually right, because last year when there was this whole thing going on with Stonebwoy and King Promise, a lot of people were like, oh, if King Promise is able to maintain the momentum he had, but unfortunately he couldn't maintain the momentum. It's just the album. No, I'm telling you 100. Unless I wasn't in this Ghana here, so King Promise dropped the album. After the album came, and then one or two songs made, and no Crampo, one or two songs didn't make that monster hits, that Terminator, unless Terminator is still on the album.
Yeah.
But the energy, the talkability, the activation, the presence, and all that he had the year he was contending with Stone. No, he didn't get it, because this year we were like, yo,
okay, in the year,
and then this year, mom, no. So when I
slow down.
So
Boss,
when I see,
I'll take your phone away. You hear, Adam? If your phone goes off in the studio again, I'll take it away. Okay.
So when I see people pushing King Paluta, I'm like, okay, well, it's because the other strong a friend is a contender that we're hoping will come and give King Paluta a hard time to. Unfortunately, this year when Timmy and so, but all they say, I have a feeling towards the awards. That's if that person is nominated, people will make a case for him. That is Stonebwoy, and I have a feeling he will give King Paluta a hard time in this thing.
There was a battle of two kings. People were saying that this year was going to be a battle of two kings because people relegated Stonebwoy to the back.
But it will be which people will be that?
No, people relegated Stonebwoy.
Like they were colors. Who will be that?
Who be this? Who be this?
Which people will be that?
You know, some people felt Stonebwoy was not really active the year and the review. Now, yeah.
A year he had multiple his songs.
I've been in conversation.
Had one of the contending song for about. He can easily get two songs into the most popular song of the year.
I see. There were conversations around
JJ and
Wiggle.
And you think that year and the review. So some people.
The conversation. Some people were
bring that. Some people.
I'll bring them out. Don't worry. Some people were of the view that Stonebwoy wasn't a top contender for this year. I mean, if he might bag a nomination, but being in the top race for winning the Artist of the Year, people dropped Stonebwoy a little bit. They were talking about the two kings, King Paluta and King Promise. That was the conversation.
Compared to King Promise, the Stonebwoy had a better year than King Promise. Now, how are we seeing that thing? Compared to King Promise, come on, man. If you are doing the thing like the momentum with King Paluta, it's understandable, kakra. But all the time is a train. Let the nomination come out. You see the case people come and make out. Me portfolios are for Camry show top. Make we discuss how. We've
been compromised.
I feel I'm watching.
You know.
And a Kumasi.
No, but all the same. All the same. I think Stonebwoy had a good year. If you are talking about his songs, he had his songs to his credits. He did events, activations, and all of that. So it's just that Ghana was. I'm sorry to say, it's a because he win now. As we are trying to make it like this. Yeah, not when international. They feel like because you want it, let someone else. But if you are looking at it carefully. How many hit songs did Kepaluta have the Yana review?
Oh, he has Makoma, he has Aseda, he has Apeke for the Popping. These are three monster hit songs.
So now
these are monster
hits. These are monster hits. These are monster hits.
Monster hits. Three monster hits.
Same can be said for Stonebwoy and yes, Stonebwoy. The JJ was a big song. There was that you are talking about, and a few others. What you say? And you can't say that.
And even the kind of artist association.
Yes.
I mean,
and the truth of the matter is, he doesn't need
created.
He doesn't need
and
two songs to get that kind of category because
That's
we're here and
Adum.
Adum and one song, Diana Hamilton, take win artist of the year. So one song, all he needs is one song and he has it.
And you were at the Beam concerts.
Yes.
I mean,
what you say? He has it.
All the artists he's
don't do event.
No, but it is not. No. Listen.
That's an artistry category. It's anything which will make the artistry big becomes a factor.
So I want Slim to talk about it. Yes, Slim. Let's go.
When we look at the category definition for the artist of the year, there's nowhere in the definition that states the artist should have.
Please, let's read it.
So hold on,
it's there, but it's not in plain language. But it's there.
Plain language in any day.
What
are you trying to say, Adam?
What I'm saying is that the definition implies that the artist should do that thing, and I'll show you where in the definition that it implies.
Okay. Hold on, let me get that category here. Artist of the year category for 2025, and that is by definition. Who's halfway sending me? Is it Kwame? Okay, let me see if it's in my chat with Kwame Dazi, because the part where it talks about artists, but yeah, Nishodi, I've not seen it anywhere. Do you have it?
Any but me say implied.
Implied say.
Maybe definition. I say the Ghana Music Award Artist of the Year refers to.
Bring it out. If we can get a category definition for Artist of the Year 2025, because it's been enhanced a little bit. I think I'm touching it.
No, just go on their page and
that is what I'm trying to do.
GMA.
That is what I'm trying to do. I mean, when it comes to, you are talking about popularity. Are you trying to base it on popularity?
Audience appeal.
But then it doesn't necessarily talk about an artist staging his own or headlining
his own concert.
How do we know
if you don't have audience appeal, if you cannot put numbers to your own show?
To your own events. What could Jinasu be? With Boy Joe, so you are saying you have audience appeal.
No, because it's an event that you are on as an artist and people pay to see the artist.
With other artists, you can't compare that one to Stonebwoy doing his show and people coming to fill the space. That is the different level of audience appeal.
No, Tobwase.
Because Stonebwoy shows that he also went on.
That's why I say it's an added advantage, because when it comes to going on other people's show, Stonebwoy can equally be said of going on other people's show.
Yeah, so what does he have for himself to say, I'm a audience because of me?
Montomo Boase. It is 8. 11-8. Montomo Boase. 10-8. Montomo Boase. Na make us.
Hey, what prayer time do you fast?
I'm person skip on the bar now. But listen, if we are talking about appeal, it works both ways. Either you are the headline artist or you've been billed to perform as a headline artist for another company. It works both ways, because at the end of the day, if it is to what? If it is Stonebwoy headlining his own concert being powered by himself or Bennington Music Group, it works the same way if Live Nation is working with Stonebwoy as the headline artist for, let's say, Summer Jam or any other thing. It's the same thing.
How many events was like that for King Paluta?
Okay, who can you say it will look like I'm running defense for Paluta?
No, I mean, we're having a good conversation. I really like where you are coming from, because I've seen people, it can't be one-sided. Because as I say, it will look like I'm running defense. Maybe 5. I'm a Paluta. Because our category, very dicey. Some say politician, I'm space. I'm looking at it through the binoculars of the whole Zagwangwanites of the subject.
Exactly.
Of the subject.
Exactly.
So that is why I'm saying that, yes, let's just be straightforward with it. Does it add up? Yes, I believe it adds up.
Yeah.
But is it a deciding factor?
It could be.
It actually
because
is.
If you look at the definition, it says
to
that.
who? Because the category. You
should know that this is a competition. You are competing with somebody. It's like going for an interview. Certain things becomes added advantage. So if they have to cancel out, do like some mapping. This cancels this. This cancels this. This cancels this. Then Bibia cancels some. We must be able to stand on certain things to be a differentiation factor. And having your own show, pulling certain numbers could be a differentiation factor. That's why it's very crucial. Because if you say you are performing on other people's platform, equally other people who have equally done same. And even if you are not careful, the nature of the event could even be
cancel
maybe
out yours.
Yeah. So you should be able to. And then Sadina Kimpaluta stand a chance. But if you go into the artistry, because the year under review, because of from the start of the year, for the fact that you won Artist of the Year in the earlier year, TGMA went into contract with Vodafone that you get about 2-3 gigs, official gigs from them.
So automatically,
so from the beginning of the year,
a springboard that puts you ahead of the rest,
plus other brands too coming in.
Automatically.
So it was when you look at the brands association, it was very huge for Stone.
Also, let me add this. He asked a very important question. That's if we say audience appeal, is it about you pulling your own audience, or actually, if we are being very critical, pulling your own audience should be the definition for audience appeal, because that is the only way we can measure that people are willing to, either whether it's a free show or it's a paid show, they think your brand is attractive and appealing enough to show up for you. We can't use that same measure to give to somebody's event or no any promotion because other two other assets no, you cannot. That is not a good like. It is an added advantage, but it is not the solid ground when it comes to audience appeal. When one has used or no needing a pulley audience affiliate a venue. Now we see me perform will be and my mouth about Jamie. So no, you don't have a good standing, because same way, if we had brought any artist on there, they would have gotten the fans too.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yes.
Okay.
So Uko shows every artist will be
Yeah. It doesn't mean
there are some who have
your favorite.
higher hey.
It doesn't mean someone put buy. We are waiting for our favorite to come, but as we day here, we for cheer you on.
Adam, category definition.
Okay, so it says that Artist of the Year is the artist or artists that are judged by the Academy, Board, and general public as the artist with the highest audience appeal and popularity in the year. Highest audience appeal and popularity in the year under review. The artist must have released a hit single, EP, album, and must be one of the artists with the highest nominations in the year under review. Okay. So, all of these things could be, you could have people competing with you, especially where the specifics are mentioned: single, hit single, EP, album. And even if you look at album, in the year under review, on the spot, many people will not be able to, mention other albums except.
No crowd put any problem, because single, if you have a good single, you
can.
How are we leaving Kofi Kinata out? Hey, Jesus.
Oh, that means you album of the album this and
no, but he had a good year by my city pie.
Yeah, he had a good year. Oh, that one, the album.
Kofi.
Yeah.
Hey.
So. I say we enlist you or start if he.
Yeah, but I realized that the conversation had been between Kempaluta and Stone.
Because he did the framing. He framed the topic. Yeah. So, if you look at this, all of these things could cancel out.
Especially the number of nominations in the
and the events but having your own event is another advantage, because you see, even another way of proving to brands that you have the strength, and it makes it easy for brands to easily work with you, especially even prior to the show, you engage brands that come on board and others. And when you have a lot of brands association with you as an artist, it shows how strong your brand is. And no company will come and engage you if you don't have a strong brand. And that means that you have an audience, a very strong audience appeal. So even brands association could be used to measure audience appeal. The kind of brands who are engaging you as a brand, because they are coming in for your numbers. Hey. So if in the year under review, brands are not engaging you as an artist,
it means that they don't think you have the appeal to drive sales or anything for them.
You understand? So, we need to the audience appeal, you see, that is a very big.
Artist, so this year, last year they who be brave so. And now why?
For artists of the year.
Artists of the year.
Gospel artists.
No. Go why? Say na as a producer.
No.
Okay.
But if you are talking about numbers being one of the metrics being used to put a song in a category for like the most popular song of the year, then
it was a popular song.
But do you think that
political songs?
Yeah.
I know, but the definition does not
into what
exclude
most popular song of the year.
Viral popular song. But interesting, at a point in the if you check the various streaming DSPs,
it was trending.
Yeah, it was like Apple like this.
It was the number one song.
Yeah, for
no, but it shouldn't be up for even a conversation. It was a song that was dropped under the year.
Have you seen that? Have you seen that before? Have you seen that before?
No, but it was a big
song. A campaign song gets a nomination at the VGMA. I've not seen some before since the inception.
As long as it wasn't the president or a politician that did it, even if it was that did it, the song is popular.
It's a song.
Lumba.
It says Ghana music.
So how was Lumba's?
No.
You don't get nomination. Now I don't get.
And after they didn't have you and I to defend that project.
Okay. So this one it be your project. Okay.
Anyway, let me read some of the comments coming in. This one is from Alberta Hazi saying, "Good morning. Please, I want to ask that this Artist of the Year thing, is there money in it, and are they paying them, or is just the award, or just the award?"
It's value. And from last year they had a deal with Vodafone that, their major events in the year under review, their first consideration should be the Artist of the Year. And that is money into the pockets of the artists. And that aside, that value as you being Artist of the Year. You saw, Stoneboy going around some of the, brands he's working with, Vodafone, the brands he's working with. And even it shows up your value. There was, Bulaway said that the year Stoneboy first won the Artist of the Year, the year after, he used to be one of the artists they used for their events. That time, Empire Entertainment. So they were engaging him, and he told them that, boss, last year I was the Artist of the Year, so this year they scan Muntum, and they increase it. So it brings you a value which can be commercialized, and that's money right there.
Yeah, answering the question.
So
of course,
that's money right there. So
why do you think they are always
it's very important? It's important.
Sending their things.
Kwabena Winter is saying Slim knows the truth, but he did fight for his Kumasi brother, Stoneboy, for Artist of the Year 2025 period. You see, that's why I was saying, said they will put it as a 5. I'm a polluter, but I'm just trying to level the playing field. And I'm but me bo 5.
Because me say we a mistake. Nana see ebemu. Me bo 5 flat to field no.
I would say.
Me bo to field no.
I'm just saying that. I'm just saying that. Listen, if me I dey play 5, I would tell you say I dey play 5. But I'm not doing it in this case. I just want us to understand,
discourse.
Let's level the playing field. Make we all day top, then see what they inside. That's all I'm trying to do.
Oh, it's correct. This conversation that you brought, Crampono. Actually, every time anybody that I know has raised Kim Paluta's name for Artist of the Year, they have never really backed it. They've never really backed it with the audience appeal side. For me, that convinces me enough. What you say? So it's like, there are other factors. But the main factor, or the number one factor that is even on the list, is something that's for him, I would say it's not too convincing for me. So as you brought it up, maybe there are some things he did. Okay, I say last year, and we saw he can promises list coming out and pushing. So sometimes, this is the time they for compile things give way.
They
to
have
make a point.
They have.
Because I am audience appeal wise, I'm not convinced.
Okay, they have, but it drew me. Sure, say teams, various teams, right. They will bring it up.
DJ Slimman, inside him, he knows that King could have done more.
Who? Kim Paluta.
I said this year, every artist could have done more.
Kim promised to.
I wasn't strong like that.
Kim promised to. I believe Sen Kobeti more. Kim
Paluta,
me believe Kobeti more. But there are more. There are more to this one. Well, we're back. We're coming back to touch on Joycelyn Dumas issue, because this week Felix Kwachu Ofosu has been clarified issues, some small issues be way there around some artworks that we saw flying on social media. This is Hits FM. Title of the jam is Yesu.
Song is sweet.
Oh yeah.
So how come B-Strap is now about to be introduced to the scheme?
That we don't know.
Falling farm for the goals.
Yeah.
Slim Kid. Has he been introduced to the scheme?
Last year.
As what?
I think they came last year. Slim Kid, a new artist of the year.
Unsung,
right? Yeah, Slim Kid.
Really?
Yeah.
Because these guys, the way they are doing their things, am I to me?
Last year.
One no and celebrate they are always subsumed by one person, which to me doesn't help their brand. But all the same, they know what they are doing.
Let me check on Slim Kid TGMA nomination and see if anything pops up. Yeah, I think he popped up somewhere. Lonely Road was nominated. Collaboration of the year.
Yeah, collaboration of the year.
Yeah, but you see, that's the thing. Like that guy, I think he has project on his own, right? But that to me, as an artist, should have the chance to spotlight himself as a new artist. But Lonely Road, no, so your friend is.
It was a joint project.
Yeah,
with Kenneth.
Charlie.
Well, the Minister of State in charge of government communications, Felix Kwachu is saying that Joycelyn Dumas was never appointed to any position. And this comes at the back of nomination of various industry, creative arts industry people into various positions in the new NDC government. Typical example is we had Kafu Danku and James Gardner taking positions at the NFA. We've had KOD, we have Abeku Santana, we have Abna Jifagumashi. What is that? That was a chairman about around. We have several creative people taking position in the new NDC government, and then the latest that we saw was flyer circulating on social media bearing the image of our very own Joycelyn Dumas, also getting an appointment in the NDC government. And what was the appointment? It was
deputy director, like KOD, deputizing for KOD.
Oh, okay. Diaspora.
Yeah, diaspora affairs.
Well, Felix Ofosu Kwache has clarified that I beg nothing like that day. Yes, BBC anyhow.
That's fact check. Sisi akwa kasakwa. Maybe almost are they the source be correct? Because sisi ano. Ebi I go show na Felix so I video be or and kebeboa.
Okay.
Felix will go talk say he no talk anything. Then so they
Miss Dumas has not been appointed to any such position. I can confirm that of the rest. He told my joyonline.com.
He told
Ghana's most credible online platform.
That's cool.
Yes.
That's cool. I mean, if Felix, who is in charge of government communication, is saying they've not done that appointment, and I've not also seen Joycelyn Dumas make a post or the diaspora affairs make a post. I mean, there's little I can say. If Joycelyn had made a post or diaspora affairs had made a post, and then Felix come in this way, that is where you would have some momentum to be able to contradict or pose questions to what Felix is saying. But since officially the diaspora affairs has not communicated this, I've not seen it on their official platforms, and Joycelyn too has not. When they appoint them, they thank the president in appreciation post. I've not seen that from her. So for that, we have to then take the minister's, assertion that that appointment has not been, not something is aware. It doesn't mean that it can't happen. Maybe in the future it can happen, but maybe he's speaking as of now, that appointment has not been made. So let's chill. But we also need to ask the other media houses who publish it. Where did they
get the information? I think
from
the first one had the bed.
For the first I saw was Amir Adebra.
You saw Amir Adebra before UTV.
Yeah, I think many people. I'm sure Zion Ameya. I think many people picked from them and they push it around. So
I saw that of UTV.
Yes.
Did you see that?
I saw it.
Okay.
Then I see a couple of them. Yeah, but for me, I was sitting somewhere, and because of that,
You were sitting or somewhere?
No, because of where I sat, I restrained myself from, publishing that on my platform. So as it was going around, I was like, oh, wow, interesting. So for now, I can only take the minister's comments.
Tilly Tales.
There's a big problem. There's something wrong. Something is very wrong. So this story was broken that Joycelyn Dumas appointed Deputy Director of Diaspora Affairs Ghana on the 2nd of March 2025. And then the Mr. Felix Kwachi one came on the 13th of March 2025. So are you telling me that this loud publication that went around in the media did not catch the attention of the appointment committee? The government,
this one,
as well as
questions.
As well as Mr. Felix Kwachi. That's like a week. If I say less than a week, this circulation has gone out. First of all, did Joycelyn Dumas not see people were congratulating her when she hasn't been given any appointment? Because if any reasonable, if it were me, or if it was me, any reasonable person would have made an immediate post to say thank you for whatever, but I have not been. So disregard what you're saying. She was also very quiet. Same for Mr. Felix Kwachi and the people up there. Very quiet. So what changed? Within that week, because we were here in Ghana and one minister that was nominated was late for her swearing in. The next day, Mr. Felix Kwachi was on TV saying that, she had a family something, she was out of town. The defense came quick. We were here and there was a circulation that Alan Chamantin has been appointed. Response came quick to clear it. So why did Joycelyn Dumas sit quietly for congratulations to go on when this was on every platform that you can think of?
Ghana's most biggest and authoritative platforms as well.
What you are saying? So what has happened that all of a sudden, and you say some of the people that were nominated, they came to thank. So they didn't come and thank the same day they were appointed. Some of them, it took days before they came to express.
Not more than a week.
Yes, but before they came to express themselves, what you are saying, to come and show their appreciation, what you are saying. So Joycelyn Dumas, knowing that you haven't been appointed, that is if she wasn't appointed, and you are getting congratulations, why don't you come and put a pause in it? And how come this thing took so long for Felix Kwachi to see that this thing that is going on is not from our side, for them to come and clarify? Why did it have to take that long? There is something wrong. I can't try because like the way they have been, honestly, the communication of the NDC has been top notch. This whole appointment process, it has been top notch. Like, see how they even handle the COP or Honu's thing. See, no, let's look at the recent times here. Because prior to that, the day before, there was a publication on Asase that says IGP Dampare has been sacked. And I was waiting for other platforms to report, but none of them reported, which means that there was some form of a hold up somewhere, so they wanted to be sure of their sources before they push it out. The next thing I see the next day was that IGP Ohunu is the new COP Ohunu is the new IGP. And there was a short statement that Dampare has been replaced. They have been very swift with their responses and shutting down unnecessary conversations. So how come they made this one?
Do you believe they actually appointed Joycelyn Dumas, but then they did with politics what they call they flew the kite to check the temperature of the room?
Party supporters.
Me, I think the reticence of Joycelyn Dumas, as well as the people up there, makes me feel something went on that is not, we are not seeing entirely from where I sit.
The main abandonments of the subject,
yes,
cannot be articulated well enough to support the barometer.
Exactly.
They can't support the barometer.
Kwame, that's your time message. I say you are intelligent. I love you. What a fire, Momo. Fire, Momo. Show love with Momo.
The matter choppers.
You believe the NDC government, they are swift on so many things. But I catch this one on then make slow small. As I say more, no person kasa. Feel free and talk.
No was so.
Me manu. I mean, the old man one of like, I mean, it's like if there is something, let us know. Joycelyn has been silent on that, and the Diaspora Affairs too has been silent on that. The minister has spoken, and since all the official channels are quiet on that, and the minister who communicates for the government has said this, I think I have to go by that, and I want to believe that in due course, you see, we may get to know what the real situation is. So I'm sure the government is still young. They are still appointing people. The president is still done with appointment. So let's wait and see. Maybe there's going to be
Chumwa Boateng as the head of public relations. The announcement was made in a press release by the record label owned by dancehall superstar Stonebwoy, dated the 3rd of March. Her appointment is expected to strengthen BMG's engagement with stakeholders, enhance the brand's visibility, and align with communication strategy with international standards. Part of the statement read, with over a decade of experience in entertainment industry and corporate communication, Vida Chumwa Boateng brings a wealth of expertise in media relations, content strategy, and industry communication. It added to the background. Now, Vida began her career as a producer from radio entertainment show at Peace FM, a subsidiary of Despite Media Group, before rising to the position of deputy news editor at United Television. As a respected entertainment pundit, she has provided insightful analysis on various entertainment platforms. She has also played a key role in the communications team for the 3 music awards and the other international award schemes, further cementing her influence in the industry. Vida holds a master's degree in international relations from Swansea University, equipping her with a strong understanding of the global media dynamics and strategic communication. Vidash. Vida be a friend of Vidash, Anna. Vida be a Vidash. Sweet sister, congratulations to Vida Chumwa as the new PR for Burnington.
Head of public relations.
Head of public relations at Burnington Music Group.
I mean,
he didn't call you to speak first.
So,
ladies first. Now we are called by Master Man.
Ladies first.
I can't say. Congratulations first of all to Vida. And I'm not surprised, actually. This didn't come to me as a surprise at all, because we've seen her contributions to the Beam brand. Even as a pundit, you can see that it's not like she's biased towards Stonebwoy, but sometimes when she speaks from a place of authority that makes you feel like she has access to information that the average person might not have, which means that there is a certain level of proximity to the team. So I wasn't too surprised to see this thing come out. I know she can deliver. She's very articulate. She's intelligent. I'm in the same space with her, so I know she's very intelligent, and I think she's not somebody you can. She's not a pushover. She's not a pushover. In actually, where we sit, if you be weak, you know. And to be able to speak for a brand like Stonebwoy, you need those qualities. Because if you don't, and I think she has a certain level of emotional intelligence. I don't think I have ever seen her been angry before. I don't think so. And with her line of work, it is easy to let somebody trip you over. But she has a certain level of composure that I think will really benefit her, considering the camp she's going to talk for. Because already now there is a well-known target at your back for just an association with the brand. How much more as the voice of the brand? Also, I think her job is cut out for her because Stonebwoy is not homete kakra. Stonebwoy hua homete. I don't even have to bring kakra no hua homete.
Why?
Ebiani so continue radio bi so kuma say kika say me bre say obi getting resari it is asem no waka to ho what you go do as PR to clean the mess or to absorb the heat, and also chere o tenacity.
You go talk.
What you say?
Explain.
Because Stonebwoy is not that guy now. But me can kasa boashe ne yam.
Nah.
Even though he has a PR team, which I commend him for doing, because I think it's Adam that has been saying, Adam and Kojo Kane that have been saying, it looks like artists don't take their PR communications team seriously. On person but Stonebwoy, I think he has seen that he's not an individual anymore. He has grown past teams to he's an institution that he has to handle and make sure that everybody in the ecosystem too is coming on board to make sure he establishes himself well. Yeah. I am glad, but as I said, her job is really cut out because Stonebwoy doesn't do well under pressure. Even when he has even when he has a PR team, some pressure somewhere will go making talk some. Especially when he goes for interview. There are some times where he's very calm, but there are sometimes I don't know what comes over him. I go fit talk with me. Like I don't know. He has even done some at hits before, where it's like say you don't like the truth. You know that energy that he brings. It is fun. Yeah, me I like that energy. But it means that anytime he's in that element, it means a vibe. What you say, but all the same, it's not everything to you have to come and respond as a PR person. Sometimes let the thing play out naturally, and it will whip off or it will go away on its own naturally. But all the same, I think Vida can do the job. I think she can because she has some emotional intelligence. She has it, and for this job, she go need them.
Opani,
that's it, bro.
Piao,
Bibiaboko. I mean, for her, I mean, PR is a very, very important element of brand management because, I mean, every brand needs somebody whose role will be how to manage the public for a brand. Because as a PR, you serve as like the mediator for your brand and the public. So you have two jobs to do. What we say you need to buffer and you need to bridge at the same time. So like you are protecting, buffering and bridging. That's the most important thing. In buffering, what you have to do is you are protecting the brand. And when you are protecting the brand, you ensure that the brand is not falling into problems. And even when they are in problems, you use the various, repairing strategies to repair the brand. And as you are buffering the brand, you are protecting the brand, you don't just buffer, because if you buffer too much, if you are not careful, you leave the public out. So that is where the bridging comes in, that you bridge.
What is buffer?
Buffer is protecting the brand. You protect the image. So in protecting the image, there are so many things.
Taking us to school, please.
I know what buffer means, but I am sitting there, I'm like, if I'm a regular person listening to this guy, will I understand buffer?
That's why I explained it. Maybe you were not paying attention.
Okay, maybe it's true.
So, you are protecting the brand. That's the buffering. And in protecting the brand, there are so many things you do to protect the brand. You understand? Where, you ensure that your certain communication elements do not get you into troubles. There could be troubles because the brands are human. So in that situation, you need to have your various strategies where you can use to repair the image when the brand falls into trouble. And as I'm saying, as you are buffering, you need to bridge. And the bridging is that you need to extend to the other side. So that's the public. So you need to extend to them. That's why if a PR doesn't have a good interpersonal skills, it becomes a problem because that interpersonal skills will play a role in the bridging. So the person can easily do some stakeholder relations, because your brand is dealing with stakeholders. And how do you relate with these stakeholders? It will take the PR to be able to relate with the stakeholders. So as a music brand, there are key stakeholders, promoters. Recently, you saw what happened in the UK. These people are stakeholders. There is the media who are stakeholders. There are those who listen to the music, and there are those who do creative business like Charterhouse. I mean, they are stakeholders. There are so many stakeholders in the space. So you need somebody who will be able to manage these stakeholders, because that's one of the important aspects in ensuring that you do a good PR. It's not just about talking, but how you manage your stakeholders for your brand, because they bring you money and make your value go up. So you need people who have that, interpersonal skills to be able to do that. And knowing Vida, she has a very good interpersonal skills, which I think will be an added advantage for the brand building team. And there are other people who are also in the PR department, Gerald and others, and I think they've been doing amazing. Other experienced guys too are there, and I know that they all will complement her efforts so that they will be able to achieve whatever, strategy they have in terms of making the brand a stronger one.
Well, before we wrap up today on the show, let's touch a little bit on a couple of stories. I think we have we've got 10 minutes. Or are they lie?
Yeah.
We have 10 minutes.
Give and take, but we day, so we day, so we day.
You say who days or we day?
You day, so we day.
Issue number one would be our very own sister, Singathon, Afua. Afua is saying that she no receive anything from the Baumia team. Well, let's listen to this song from. The only thing I received from government was sore throat medicine from Baumia. Afua Asantua speaks. Now, Ghanaian entrepreneur and Guinness World Record contender. I was about to say who that. Record contender Afua Asantua has stated that the only thing she received from a government official during the first Singathon attempt was medicine. And an interview with Nana Romeo shared on Instagram on the 13th of March 2025, Afua Asantua said, contrary to claims, she had received cars and an apartment from the previous government. The only thing she received was medicine to cure her sore throat from the former Vice President, Dr. Mahamadou Baumia. I didn't receive anything, she said, from the government. The only thing I got was medicine to heal my sore throat, and that was from the former Vice President. When he visited me during the performance, she said, "Oh, okay, Baumia right inside." Oh, yeah. Oh, fine. For us, Antoine, however, clarified that although she was informed that some individuals and organizations have supported her with gifts, most of the gifts presented to her during the contest never actually reached her. Oh, I'm told people give gifts and cash. However, I'll be lying if I said I received them. Moreover, I was working with a team, so most of these things went through them. Also, some people in T-shirt had my name. I don't even have a list that contains the name of people who supported me financially, she stated. Tilly, your take on this? I'm sure you've chanced on the viral video from Afua Asantua.
It's not true.
It's not true, eh?
Yeah, it's not true. And then this one, I'm saying it emphatically. It's not true, Obwa.
Just say.
Because I was there. In fact, I'm going to be specific. Socrates.
Mm-hmm.
Socrates took me to the place.
Mm-hmm.
And then the stuff they brought her from Baumia's place, I helped pack to the shed that was behind where she was performing. I carried it with my abasa.
Pateka.
Papaya. Table masse.
Say, I was so throat medicine. Maybe a papaya no do kill so throat.
Remember apacat.
Shit no.
Papaya me karibi plus ensure plus apparently Krasana you say a handshake be edase.
Some financial
and the person, well, the one I saw that I packed some with the papaya, which I know papaya is not sore throat medicine. And the person, listen, the person that was presented to was the husband. It's not a regular person in T-shirts. It was the husband. Afterwards, they stood behind the table of papaya, and Socrates asked me, Tilly, to use my phone to take a picture for receipt to the Archibald.
That's a handshake.
Me, I took the picture. I sent it to Socrates. So she's lying. Or she should talk to her husband.
Hello.
Hi. Hey.
Okay. See, on nume drone we are nanka we di papaya nego so. So true. So see, kele so true na obo papaya no. So we be a papaya no ye. Issues day. And see, till you see, or you partaker in the package, or kahune, or sans picture. Hey, any assembly, hey, DJ, I say assembly not also kaka. If for your top, if we get a video like it go be me, because like we go hear the things well. But for me, accountability is very key. And now, how Tilly has, contested what she's saying. If it goes out like that, and he later comes back to explain, like the Minister of Finance, former Minister of Finance, Adam, who said, Omonje betting tax. Now he has said that it's like he has rendered an apology of a sort that it's like what he said earlier was misleading. I don't want a situation where she will come tomorrow to say that, oh, I'm sorry for this after I check. Because it will not be good for her. Because already she has had an accountability issue with us in the past where people feel like she wasn't accountable. And even it affected some of the projects she decided to embark on, the lighting project. I saw people asking questions, where is the money you raise and other things. Maybe she has not raised anything. She was communicating or being transparent with us. But because of what has happened in the past, people will have a way of, and now if this also comes to become the truth, somebody
truth no, there
are two sides to every matter.
So you've heard of a side, you've heard of a person who was there, and the amount of so there's some handshake that went on. We Tilly can confirm the amount, but then it is not.
No, maybe a papa and the man is on farmer or more support or more fans no mobile.
So then you can't say maybe you did not receive anything.
Maybe any and I say papa and the man say. Ni kumfan koma papebi ti ho baby and your man ko ye mani busia. So I just want to if they are listening or they see this video, I'll be happy to see them react to this, because if it goes to further strengthen that narrative, it wouldn't be good for her brand, because if a brand becomes that not transparent, the intricacies or the encumbrances it can face in terms of having to associate with other people. So I don't even think this was even necessary. I don't know what triggered that. That is why I wanted to listen to the audio video. I don't know what even triggered that. If you've not mentioned...
She was reacting.
If you've not got
claims that she had received cars and also a house from the previous government. She was reacting
so you
to
can
that
easily
statement.
Refute those claims that
without
you've not
adding unnecessary things to it. I had to go somewhere. That's today we are friends. Listen, when you watch the video, you can say, I good myself, and they said I got a car. I didn't get a car from this. It is not true, Asan. But you don't go on to say the only thing I received from the government that made you tourism ambassador, the government that gave you the space to use for your Singathon, that same government, you are saying the only thing you received was your friend is saying sore throat medicine from Dr. Baumia. And I'm saying, per the things that I carried from the car to the shed behind her tent where she was inside now, and it was delivered to her husband. She is lying.
Case closed.
And you are saying, there were people there that were in the team, then that is the reason why you don't go on to make such a categorical statement. Because it is not onto the person who came there to be able to decipher who you put in place to take something for you. And you could have just said, I didn't receive a house and this, but you don't go on to say something like that when you know that it could even be that something came and they didn't come to you. So you don't make industry where you want ma oh boy cry, you become a third person for boying us. No, it's true. Steady the parting. Oh boy and pay. Instead of us to be grateful, another conversation where every paya fan who be now one by like the bad person for trying to help us. This thing she said was very unnecessary and unfair, not just to that government, to Baumia himself. He brought you a social medicine as a thing, as a
even
voice
that
coach.
one, maybe that one it be bad because I didn't know your throat you make me a serious problem.
And to
so
me,
it doesn't make you feel like
it indicts her team.
You are winning so.
You brought fresh perspective to it because as you claimed there was some handshake and everything was done through her husband. She's saying right now the house for doing investigation for them.
She has indicted her team because you are telling me that your husband will forget everybody's own. But like as in we make you cry about me and one that is from the catch us. This is from the vice president's office. This even that's Crampono. The reason I am even saying it openly right now is because of what she has said. Because in the conversation that went on before we packed the thing, it wasn't supposed to come out like this. But they told the husband because we and the husband tell at least information in be doing ho. And I make her say even if your husband puts our partner cry and qua the land that you were performing on. The government that you are saying, so how did you get the land? No, how did she get the land? Because we were sitting on Peace FM, this lady came to make her case, and we pushed the conversation, and Socrates took it to GTA, and they supported and everything. That place, they did that thing there.
They were going to do
it was a security zone. Security zone, but they did it. They did it. It is sometimes, we should be grateful because was our industry too much.
I think that I don't know what triggered that, but it's quite unfortunate that she opened herself up to this. I mean, as well, now if the thing goes beyond what you are saying you receive, then one you're very fair, and if you are not careful, it can really go to discredit your brand, and that is not something good that I want to see. As I'm saying, yeah, responded too much to what people are saying. On relax it because you can further create more problems for yourself. So she could have easily gone ahead to debunk those things specifically and leave the others. Sisiano onwa open up for so many more answers to be given. What I say?
Me na me try a picture no. Me na me jina camera na chi. I've changed my phone. Me ndi bimpo. E dey share me more no.
When the papa
ni bi. Dey pack here.
I say who pack is before him kakra.
Don't say.
Me see table no so my table some white table na me say if you went to the space. Table it was at the back. There was actually a tent with the where the doctors everything was there. Everything was there. My men say me in that level kind of conversation we have for here. What you say? So everyone was say her husband did not tell her that Baumia didn't only bring you. So what? The salt truth medicine got to her. She got to know, but she didn't know about the other things.
And the handshake. Okay.
Hey, Charlie.
Well, as we wrap up this one, we say thank you to Tilly, thank you, Adam, for joining us.
And today.
This is Hits.